Thanks for tuning in to the Charles Novell School of Music podcast, The Best Day Yet. Here you'll find tips, insight, and information to help your music and your ministry succeed. Whether you're a singer, a musician, or a songwriter, we want to help you where you are, but we also want to help you get to where you want to go. We believe that our talents are God's gift to us, but what we do with those are our gift back to God. Yesterday's information is important, but what we can learn today will make this the best day yet. Hey everyone, Rob Novell here. Welcome back to the CNS podcast, The Best Day Yet. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to tune in to our weekly podcast. I love doing these. I've shared that before. It's just great to get to come spend a little time with you each week, dropping tips and suggestions and things that will help you with your music, help you with your ministry, and just help you be the best that you can be and provide for you your best day yet. I love that phrase. I every time that I see it or I hear that phrase, it reminds me of my dad. That was a phrase that he would say every day during the school when we would wrap up devotions and head off to class. He would say, you know what, you think yesterday was a good day? Well, we've got something better in store today. Today's going to be your best day yet. And then he'd send us all off to class. So I love saying that. I love hearing that. I love seeing that because it connects me to what we do at CNS. And man, that's just pour into people, encourage people, motivate people, build people up. You all, I am thankful this Thanksgiving season, and happy Thanksgiving to you. Man, it kind of blows my mind that we're here. It is already Thanksgiving. We are 2 days away from Turkey Day. And man, there is so much to be thankful for. And I've just been reflecting on that over the last couple of days, getting things ready. We have company coming in. My sister-in-law and my niece will be in with us for the day. I'm excited about that because I know that makes Jen happy. And I love spending time with family during the holidays. So just been reflecting as we get closer to Thanksgiving. Man, so many blessings, so much to be thankful for. And this school is one of those blessings. I am so thankful for the Charles Novell School of Music, for what it has meant to my life. I've grown up in this school. I had dreams growing up in Christian and gospel music, things that I wanted to achieve, things that I wanted to do. And CNS, the Charles Novell School of Music, allowed those opportunities to come for me. And I am so thankful for that. So thankful. So many blessings in our lives. You know what? I've heard it said this way. We all faced the same two miracles this morning. We woke up and we got up. That alone right there is something to be extremely grateful, extremely thankful for. And the song, thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you. I just want to thank you for all you've done for me. Man, every day, you all, we receive undeservingly. We receive so many gifts, and that starts with God's grace over our lives. And so thankful for the gift of salvation and what He did for us in sending His Son. And in return, we get to share that message through our ministries. And through CNS, it's through the platform of music. And thankful for the gift of music this holiday season. I'm real deep in preparing my students for Christmas recitals. I have 3 recitals coming up, one on Tuesday night, December the 5th, my second one on Friday night, December 8th, and then my final recital, I'm excited about this one, it's with my daughter, Aaliyah. Her students will be presenting a recital on Tuesday night, the 12th of December. So we are knee deep in prepping students for these upcoming recitals. And within the last week, it's given me a couple opportunities just to share and speak into my students' life the gift and how special of a gift that music truly is. Music's a universal language. We've heard that. Teaching here in Gwinnett County, Georgia. We are northeast out of Atlanta, up Interstate 85, and our county is called Gwinnett County. And there are 980,000 residents in this county, you all. It is crazy big. But here's the cool thing, and I love the fact that my kids have grown up here for this reason. Gwinnett County, they call Gwinnett County, Georgia, a mini Ellis Island. We have such diversity here in Gwinnett County. I have about 40 students on the week. A couple years back, I did the math, and there were over 20 different nationalities represented and cultures represented in my 40 students. And there have been times with grandparents, maybe mom, dad couldn't bring the student into the lesson. Or some of my older students, I don't really see their parents. They bring themselves to lessons. And when those opportunities come for me to meet family, that many different cultures, there is some language challenges. And, the neat thing about music, it crosses the divide. It crosses the boundaries of culture, of nationality, and it is truly, truly a universal language. And I love the gift of music. So today, so much I could talk and talk and talk. If you all don't believe me, just log in every week and listen. I can talk. No, what I specifically want to talk about today is, something that I am extremely thankful for. And that's our staff at the Charles Novell School of Music. You all, God has surrounded us with absolutely some of the best talent, unquestionably, some of the best talent in gospel music. But these are anointed people. These are people that are called to do what they want to do. Those are the type of people that Rob wants to link arms with and do life with, to do this school with. And so I'm extremely thankful for our staff and their talents, their skill sets, their abilities. But man, I'm really, really thankful that they have answered a call on their life to serve God through their gifts and through their callings. You've heard me say it here multiple times. I believe that our talents are God's gift to us, but what we do with those in return, that's our gift back to Him. And those are the type of people that are connected with the Charles Novell School of Music. Those are the people that we call our staff. The other cool thing for me, these are absolutely some of my best friends' family. CNS, you all, we've developed a culture. We've developed a unity, a closeness. And I like to say it this way: harmony on stage starts with harmony off stage. And I do life with the staff. We have a text thread. That text thread goes daily. We communicate a lot. We talk a lot. We plan a lot. We have a lot of fun on that text thread as well. And I put a post on social media for a minimal fee. I can include you in on that text thread, and you can see just how much fun that we have. But no, I love these people. We do life with them. We've lost staff during the years. Different seasons. We've had different instructors, but they have all had a purpose and a plan, and we're all part of God's purpose and God's plan for the school. And I look back and reflect on some of the biggest influences on my life and my music and now my ministry came as a result of them being staff members at the Charles Novell School of Music. I watched my dad run this school for over 50 years, and this past summer in July at CNS 23, man, God showed me three things about our staff. And he did that through showing me things and taking my mind back. We've been at Murray State University in Murray, Kentucky since the early 70s. And I did the math. I did the math one year, and I added up all the schools that I have spent in Murray, Kentucky in my life. The school used to be 3 weeks long. And then for a season, it was 2 weeks long. And for the last 20 plus years, it's only been a 1 week school. But I added up all of those weeks in the years that I've been going to Murray, and it's represented 6 years of my life that I have spent in Murray, Kentucky at the music school. And so it's impossible to be on that campus every summer and not see a building, not see a sign, a street sign, the logo, the Murray State MSU logo, and it not take me back to a particular time and place, one of those summers during the school. And during CNS 23, again, God showed me 3 things about our staff, and did that through showing me the bar that my dad set in hiring his staff for the Charles Novell School of Music. And I definitely can see that has trickled on down to me. And we lead because we follow. And I had so many stellar examples in leadership through my dad. And this situation with the staff, God showed me, I'm stalling. So let's get into this. God showed me 3 things about 3 reasons why my dad surrounded himself all of those years with the people that he surrounded himself with. God literally showed me why my dad would hire the people that he hired. There were 3 reasons. Number 1, their spiritual walk was at a place that it could uplift and edify the students and the school. Number 1, first and foremost, we are a school of Christian music. Priorities, guys. Talent means nothing in what we do if you are not sold out, committed, and fully on board to serve God with your gifts and with your talents. So that was number 1, vitally important to my dad. Number 2, we are a school of music. So it's kind of important that our staff has musical ability, gifts, talents in the area of singing, in the area of instrumentals and songwriting, and all the areas that we teach: vocal, songwriting, piano, bass, guitar, all of the instruments, sound systems, technology, all of the things that we cover at CNS. It's vitally important that they are qualified instructors to teach at a school of music. So that's number 2. Number 3, and this, y'all, is the biggest and most important thing that God showed me. My dad surrounded himself with the people that he surrounded himself with all of those years, because they were people that my dad could trust to be in a room, to be in a class, to be in a private lesson, and a concert, teaching and speaking, pouring into our students. He needed to know that he could trust them to be in those rooms when he physically could not be in those rooms, to observe, to hear, to watch, to listen to what interactions were going on between that staff member and our student body. Man, we have to know that the individuals that we have representing CNS are doing just that. They're representing CNS. It can't be they're on their own agenda. They are doing this, they are doing that. They're pushing this thing that they do and trying to convince people to follow them over here to that. Things that potentially could jeopardize the reputation of the Charles Novell School of Music. You all, this current staff that we have for CNS 24 and moving forward, these are people that check all 3 of those boxes. I know their walks. These are people, again, I do life with them. They're friends, they're family. When I'm facing things and I need prayer, they're the first people that I reach out to. A couple years ago, when Dad was going through some illness and sickness, and I'd get that phone call. Hey, we've had to get your dad to the hospital. Rob, meet us there. On my way to the hospital, I'm texting our staff and I'm like, guys, I need you to pray. My dad believed in prayer and knew the effectiveness of prayer. So again, because if you lead, you've followed, because I followed my dad and his guidance and his teaching, I knew who and when to call upon to agree with us in prayer. So my current staff, they are individuals that I know their walk. I trust their walk. I respect their walk. Number two, our staff, you all, are some of the most gifted vocalists, instrumentalists, songwriters, business people, industry type of people. They are gifted in what they do. They are award-winning people that not only the industry or not only fans that acknowledge them and say, hey, we want to vote you a favorite, but they're winning industry awards. Just in the last week or so, our own Billy Blackwood, you all, I'm going to name some staff, and we're starting right there because Billy Blackwood, I've not known life without a Billy Blackwood in it. Billy is a huge, vital part of what we do at the Charles Novell School of Music. When my dad passed away, I got a call from Billy, and he said, Robbie, two things. Number one, I'm sorry, and I love you, and I'm praying for you through this. Number two, whatever you need me to do for you to see CNS move forward, I am here and willing to do that for you. That is the type of person Billy Blackwood is. Man, I'll fight you hard. Try saying something negative to me about Billy Blackwood. We will talk. Well, you know what? We will have a moment of intense fellowship. I'll tap into my Pentecostal roots and we'll go all laying on hands and practice that fivefold ministry. We're going to get to the bottom of it. If you want to say something negative about Billy Blackwood, yeah, you call me and let's see how that works out for you in the end. But listen, no, I love Billy. This all started, and we've shared this, 1962. My dad got a phone call from James Blackwood, and James hired my dad to teach at then the Stamps Conservatory of Music. And if we follow the roots back, it was the school was owned by J.D. Sumner, and in the summer of 78, J.D. Sumner gave the school to my dad. And we've been running this school ever since then. So through the years, Billy has been on our staff and has done different things. Most recently, when Billy took over the Blackwood Brothers Quartet, we would reach out to Billy and say, Billy, will you come in and do a concert for us? And he immediately would say, yes, what night do you want us there? And so they would just kind of roll in for a concert, maybe be there for some classes in the afternoon. But this particular Saturday in January of 2020, man, that person that I love and respect in Billy Blackwood took another opportunity many a times in my life. This man has spoken to me and he's encouraged me personally, spiritually, musically. He took another opportunity on that Saturday in January of 2020 to show me his heart and to show me that he's more than just an acquaintance. He's a friend. He's a big brother. He's a fan. He's a member of this Novell family and a member of this Charles Novell School of Music. So he said, Robbie, look, if you just need me to keep bringing the quartet in for a concert, I'm willing to do that. If you need me there multiple days, if you need me there the entire week, you tell me what you need, and that's what you're going to get. Y'all, that's the type of staff that we have at the Charles Novell School of Music. Billy is so vital in so many ways to what we do. He's a great vocalist. He's an amazing drummer. Billy, in some circles, is known more for his drumming than anything. And growing up, I was a drum student of his at the school. We're not going to talk about that today. But that's a great story. Maybe I've shared it before, but we'll make that another day. We'll wait till we got Billy on here, and we'll take care of that then. But he helps us with songwriting. He helps us with our performance training classes. There's so much that Billy does. Billy's been in ministry his entire life. Billy will help us in our morning devotions and taking us to the throne of God and right off the bat in devotions. 2 years ago, CNS 22, we started a new venture in what we do during the week. We started a worship course. And what my objective with the Charles Novell School of Music isn't to build some big, huge school or have the biggest school out there. That's not my heartbeat. That's not why we do what we do. However, I do want to build the umbrella that's over the school. I want that umbrella to be as big as possible. And here's why. I want us to be able to reach, help, influence, encourage, motivate, teach, build up as many people in Christian music as we can. Y'all, if you go, let's just, Baskin Robbins, if you know what Baskin Robbins is, ice cream place, right? Their slogan, they advertise, they promote, they build off of 31 flavors. Not everybody wants to go into Baskin Robbins and get the same flavor of ice cream. People have different tastes. People have different wants. People have different desires. So we started a worship course because we knew we had a lot of young people coming that year. And specifically, I knew that these young people were involved in their worship ministries at their home churches. One young lady in particular was leading her worship team at her Christian high school. So we wanted to be able to offer something for everyone. We didn't want anybody to come and feel that they were overlooked, neglected, left out. So we started a worship course, and it's been great. We've had 2 years in a row we've had this, and it's an elective. It's not a requirement. You choose to be part of this if you want to be part of this afternoon session. Billy, along with Tara Jackson, and one of our vocal instructors, head this up, and the last 2 years, they've worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Thursday night, we have had, for the evening concert, we have had a night of worship led by Billy and Tara and our students that were part of that year's CNS worship course. And you all, it has been an anointed, uplifting night of being ushered, like I said a while ago, into the throne room of God. And Billy is vital in what we do there. So, man, there's so many of our staff that I could talk about, and I'm not going to have time, so I'm going to talk on a few. And if y'all are listening and I have left you out, I am so sorry. It's not intentional. Let's do this. Our logo, if you don't know, next time you see our logo, look real good at that C in the CNS. Our logo is a piano. My dad was an extremely gifted pianist and was known for his ability to play the piano. So within our very logo at the Charles Novell School of Music, there is a piano. So you know what? Let's talk about our piano staff, because piano is a big part of what we do at CNS, and it's in our rear view mirror. It's part of our heritage. It's part of our history, but it's also out the front windshield because it's definitely a part of our future. And, so let's talk past real quick. 1982, my dad got a call from London, Paris, and London said, "Charles, I have got a young piano player that I think could be a great instructor at the school." London was working with our bass vocalist back in those years, and he brings this young piano player to Murray, Kentucky for our session that year in 1982, and it was this guy from Kentucky by the name of Jeff Stice. And I was 12, and I was able, my dad got me on Jeff's schedule during that school, and I was able at 12 years old to study piano with Jeff. And Jeff very quickly became part of the CNS family and part of the Novell family. And so Jeff taught for us for 40 years before God called him home. And we have been seeing growth in the school for the last 3 or 4 years, starting in 2020. And Jeff and I were talking in the spring of 21 about, as we needed, as the school kept growing, staff that we needed to add in the piano department. And he mentioned three names, and boy, just a couple months later, we lost Jeff. And to honor that conversation with Jeff, I talked to all three of those names that he had mentioned, and all three of them were interested in and willing to teach with us, but schedules just didn't line up for us to get everybody there. But those three names were, the first one was James Rainey, the second was Josh Singletary, and the third was Roy Webb. And I talked to all three of them. Again, all three of those names loved and respected Jeff, and definitely have expressed an interest. And Roy, James have been with us. Josh hasn't. We're going to get Josh. I know that we are. I love that dude. He's amazing, and I want him to come teach at our school. So I'll keep working on that. But James has come on board and has just absolutely been amazing, to an amazing addition to our piano staff. Roy Webb, great gifted pianist there, played for Ernie Haas Signature Sound, played for Gold City. Roy and I go way back. We both are from Southern Ohio. Go Bearcats. He won't like that. But we both love Skyline Chili, so that we put the basketball aside to partake in that Skyline Chili. But just great guys. Also, Becky Carver. Becky was a student at this school and has been on staff. She may be one of our longest connecting tenured staff members now. And she's so gifted vocally, instrumentally. She's a big part of our piano staff. Dana Simpson. Dana was a student of Jeff's, and Jeff said, Robbie, this was before we had the talk of the three names. He spoke highly of Dana and encouraged us to bring her on board, and we did, and she was an instant hit. Again, she's gifted vocally as well as instrumentally. I teach as well. I love playing the piano. I love teaching. I love working with students and helping them achieve what they want to achieve. So, man, just within our piano staff, we have such a gifted group of teachers, players, friends. Again, these are people that I can trust to not say something in a room when Rob can't be in there that's going to jeopardize or affect the reputation of our school. Too much history, too much work and effort that my dad put into this school. People before him, Don Butlers, James Blackwood, J.D. Sumners, too many amazing people have sat in the driver's chair of the school to allow something negative to spring forth and take root in the school. This is absolutely one of the most positive places I've ever been around in my entire life. Just again, within the phrase, hey, today's going to be your best day yet. We just love speaking life into people. I believe every day that we get up, we again, those two miracles, we wake up, we get up, we put our feet on the ground. That gives us the opportunity to serve God another day. And man, life, you all, is just too short to get hung up on things and be Debbie Downer and speak negative about people and this and that. Man, we gotta build each other up. And again, these people on this staff, they do that to me personally. So that lets me know they're going to do that to our students. Talk to our students. If you are new to the Charles Novell School of Music and you don't know much about us, find out who has attended a CNS session. Talk to them about the effectiveness of this staff. The biggest thing that I love about our summer session, this staff that I'm thankful for and I'm speaking on today and bragging about, Man, they are available and accessible to all of our students that attend the school. I love seeing the stories and hearing the things of, hey, I was with this person or that person here recently, and man, they just, they treat me so kind. They're so good to me, and they just make me feel so welcome when I'm around them. That's the caliber of people that make up the staff at the Charles Novell School of Music. I don't think I finished. I was talking about Billy earlier. I mentioned award-winning staff members. Y'all, Billy, the Blackwoods have just been nominated for a Grammy for the upcoming Grammy Awards. And, I joked with them. That's just what the Blackwoods do. One of my favorite pictures, if you'll Google James Blackwood, you're going to see a picture of James sitting on a couch in front of a coffee table that is covered in Grammy Awards and Dove Awards. It's just what the Blackwoods do. They just take home the hardware because they're that good. They've been that good, and they currently are that good. So, man, we're wishing Billy the best with that. We'd love to see him bring that home. But again, for me to sit here and tell you that our staff are qualified, man, they're getting Grammy nominations. I think that speaks for itself right there. But man, listen, I don't want to take too much more time today. It's Thanksgiving week. You've got houses to clean. You've got honey-do lists to do. You've got food to prepare. You've got things that you need to do getting ready for family on Thursday. So man, listen, we love you. If you've never attended a CNS, you need to be with us for CNS 24. It's going to take place July 14th through the 20th at Murray State University in Murray, Kentucky. Registration is open. You can register online at www.cnsmusic.com. And when you get registered, you're going to, you know what's going to happen? All of a sudden, you're going to realize that because you registered to be with us for CNS 24, it's going to make it your best day yet. Y'all be blessed. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you next time. Thanks for listening to the Charles Novell School of Music podcast, The Best Day Yet. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter under the name the Charles Novell School of Music. And for more information on CNS and our upcoming events, like our online school, our weekend regional sessions, our creative coaching, and our pastor's retreat, you can visit us at our website at www.cnsmusic.com. As you've listened to this episode, we hope that you've gained some information that you can apply to your music and to your ministry to make today the best day yet.